happy. Hey guys, we are officially one day out from flying to the Gold Coast. This time tomorrow I will be on a plane headed to Aussie. I'm so excited. I've just pulled up to Flex Fitness and I'm going to do my final leg session before comp and my final rounds of cardio for prep, and honestly probably until I prep again because I am not much of a cardio gal. I have lower body and then 7 minutes of HIIT cycling and then 20 minutes on the stepper, my final stepper session. Thank God I'm not going to miss that at all. After this I'm going to go ahead and pick up Joya and we're going to get our pre-departure test, so fingers crossed they come back negative and we can fly, and I'll keep you updated on how all of that goes. But for now I'm going to go smash out my final New Zealand training session before comp and my final leg session and cardio. Yay! I'm so sorry about the lighting. I'm in the mall car park, but I just did my pre-flight test and it came back negative, which means that I can fly tomorrow. I'm so fucking happy. Oh my God, I'm an emotional wreck, but like, I've been so nervous. It's been so difficult. I had to move out of my home for 2 weeks because my boyfriend's workmate tested positive. So I moved out and then he tested positive and then our flatmate tested positive. And it's just been like everyone around me testing positive. And I've just been dodging it like crazy. And I've been trying so hard, training with a mask on and doing absolutely everything that I can to stay COVID free so I can get on this flight. And I'm so thankful that it worked and it's paid off. And I'm going to be getting on the flight tomorrow morning. I've wanted this for so long and I'm so happy it's finally happening. So many emotions right now, but like the last 2 years has been so tough trying to get on stage with the cancelled shows due to COVID and everything, and I'm so happy it's finally coming together. I'm so fucking happy. Oh, and Joy also tested negative too, so and my mum as well, so all of us will be getting on the plane. It's happening. Hey, love. Just sitting in customs because I'm not allowed to take my food through, so I have to eat it here. Hello guys, we are in the international airport in Auckland and we are heading to Brisbane very, very soon. I think we have to be boarding in about 45 minutes. And then we are driving from Brisbane to the Gold Coast. I'm so freaking excited. We've already cleared customs and everything on coffee number 2. Up so early this morning, but yeah, I'm super, super, super excited to be finally heading to Aussie. So while we're waiting to board the plane, I thought I would jump on and do the Q&A that I got the questions through on my Instagram and answer them for you guys on here. So we'll start with, how medium tall are you? I'm 168 centimeters, so it's funny that I'm considered like the 3rd tallest category when like I'm the smallest out of all my friends. Bodybuilders tend to run pretty short. Some competitors that I look up to, Jenna, Sherelle, Tani, Abby Slavin, obviously like Rachel and Lauren and all of them, Paige, Taylor Hicks, Kayla Ether, like so many of them. I think honestly all of them are amazing, and if you get to a point where you can step up on stage and do really well, like that's inspirational in itself. Plans after the show. So straight after the show we're going to Kelly Beach Club on the Sunday, and we're going to Milky Lane for dinner. Long term, I want to do the October Pro-Am next year, regardless of the outcome of this show. And I want to take like a good year off dieting and off prep to really focus on getting super strong and building as much muscle as possible, and just, you know, have a life with like my friends and stuff, which I haven't been able to do much over the last 2 years. What was the hardest thing about my prep? Mindset, self-doubt, looking at other people and comparing myself to them, doubting the process, doubting myself, whether I was going to get conditioned enough, all of that. But I'm really lucky that I have the support crew around me that I do have. So thank you to Rob and Joya and Jess and Sarah for like really helping me through that. Advice to give someone who's thinking about bodybuilding: get a coach. Do your research and get a coach that you trust is honest with you, and that someone whose opinion you really respect, and when they tell you that they know what they're doing and they have the plan, that you are going to follow it and not go and try and add stuff on top. Get a posing coach. Tani's amazing. I can recommend her. But yeah, definitely like just go with a coach that you trust and really trust in the process and give it time. A lot of people jump on stage really quickly into starting their fitness journey, and I think that, you know, this is a competitive sport and it should be taken seriously, and that when you are ready to compete physically and mentally, you'll know. How much does it cost to compete? All up, including coaching, probably excluding food, but travel costs, accommodation, bikini, hair, makeup, tan, registration, photo shoots, I'd say you'd be looking at easily at $10K. It's a lot of money. WBFF is a very expensive federation. I think just in registration, the compulsory tan, hair, makeup, the photos and videos of the actual show, not your own photo shoots, just those costs with WBFF was around $2,000, and then you've got flights, accommodations, your own photo shoots, your outfits for your photo shoots. Your bikini is usually around $1,000. Your rego dress, your evening gown or theme wear, your shoes, your jewelry, your tans for your photo shoots, everything, all of that. Your makeup and hair for photo shoots, your hair extensions if you're going to get them. I got my teeth whitened, your nails, your toenail, all of literally everything. There's so many hidden costs and stuff. So like, you really do want to be in a good financial position to compete. It is freaking expensive, but it is so worth it. Yeah. Let's have a look. Do you think your prep is unhealthy overall or dangerous? This is a really tough one. Bodybuilding's not healthy. Prep isn't healthy. I don't think anyone's out here saying that dieting right down to really low percentages of body fat is healthy. It's not. We do it in the healthiest way possible. You know, we spend majority of the year at maintenance or a surplus with body fat, gaining muscle, eating really well, and then we only diet down for a short amount of time for one day. Like, I'm still not as lean as I'm going to be on stage day. You do that and then you come straight back out of it and you reverse out of that and you go back to maintenance again. It is a sport. I think that's the main thing that people don't like register as much as they probably should on Instagram. You know, you look at bodybuilders and you are like, oh, goals, body goals and stuff, but it is a sport. Bodybuilders don't look like bodybuilders, you know. I look fairly normal most of the year, and it's just that really short time period in prep where you do just drop it off and you get back out of it again. And if you think about it in a lot of ways, like, I don't really do cardio the rest of the year. So my cardiovascular health is much better when I'm in prep. I'm eating more nutritious foods because, you know, you volume eat, so you eat more vegetables. You eat a lot of protein, like a substantial amount of protein. All of that aspect of it, you know, there are healthy
there are healthy aspects of it, but it's not like necessarily the healthiest. Another kind of thing that you could talk about with that is mindset wise. It can be really, really difficult. The self-doubt, the body dysmorphia, all of that comes with it. I know there's been ample times that I've looked in the mirror this prep and just been like, no, it's not going to happen, and it's been really hard. The mental challenges are a really big part of that, and body dysmorphia is a really big thing that a lot of competitors do struggle with long term, and that does come back to, I guess, the sport. But yeah, just kind of remember that like it is a competitive sport, the same way that like you're training and pushing yourself if you're an Olympian, but like I guess it's not looked at that way enough on social media, so keep that in mind. But yeah, I don't think it's super dangerous. I think it can be in terms of reproductive health and stuff. A lot of female bodybuilders struggle to conceive later in life from losing their period repetitively, and stuff like that. But my personal prep, I don't think is going to do much damage on my body long term, but I think that it very much could for some people. Sorry for the rant. Hey girl, you look amazing. What is your deficit at the moment as you say brain fog is kicking in? Thank you. It's gone down to 1200 for a couple of days, but there's also been high days in between that of 17 and 1400, so it's jumped around quite a bit. I'm having different days on high and low for depletion and stuff, so I can't give you an exact answer on that, but it does just move around day to day. Favorite shoot outfit? I will not know, actually. I have a stylist booked for one of my photo shoots, and I'm really excited to see what she has, so I'll have to keep you updated with that one. Why did you choose WBFF rather than the other federations? Well, for those of you who don't know, I'm a musical theatre kid. I come from a background of stage performance, and I just love being on stage. I have been itching to get back on a stage under the lights with like the glitz and glam, and I love that about WBFF is that it is theatrical. It has got that element of performance to it, rather than something like IFBB where it is strictly just bodybuilding. I love the glitz and the glam and all of that aspect of it, and I really like that it isn't just bodybuilding. It's physique and everything else, your presentation and all of that as well. It's fitness modeling, and I really like that aspect of it rather than just like the straight physique based only kind of thing. So yeah, that's why I chose WBFF. I think the girls, the physique, the look of it is something that I much more aspire to attain. I think like the bikinis are beautiful. I think the whole experience in itself is something that's so much more enjoyable and something to look forward to more than just like your few hours on stage. So, the red carpet night and then the evening gown and all of that kind of stuff all together, I think is it's a really beautiful way to celebrate how far you've come as well through your prep. So I'm really glad to have chosen a federation that really does celebrate the people who compete in it. Will I compete again? Hopefully. I could get off stage and hate it. I don't think that's going to happen, but yeah, I really want to do the October Pro-Am next year. What even is peak week? That's a really good question. I probably should have started with that. So peak week is the final week leading into competition. It's the week where you play around with carbs and certain protocols. Everyone's different. Some people water load, some people water cut, all that kind of stuff. You play around with it so that your body essentially peaks on the day of the competition. So for me, I am doing a front-loading carb approach. So I did a little carb up on the weekend, and then I'm depleting Monday, Tuesday, and then I carb up again on Wednesday, moderate Thursday, Friday, deplete again, Saturday show day. So essentially what we're trying to do is pull the water into my muscles and top up the glycogen storage so that they look full, but still not too many carbs that are not watery looking or that softer look. Little bit soft because it is bikini, but just playing around with different protocols so that your body, you know, really looks at its absolute peak or like prime for the show. So yeah, you'll see a lot of different methods and stuff going around, but that's pretty much what I'm doing, is considered a front loading approach. But yeah, those are all the questions. Thank you so much for sending them all in. I'm gonna go board my flight now. So when you walk in, we've got the living room and dining room. Joya is just studying, queen. We have cute kitchen, which is all stocked up. So yeah, gorgeous little kitchen in here. And then down the hallway, we have Joya, my mum and her mum's bathroom, and then a little laundry. So cute, there's like a bath in here which I will be using. Straight ahead is my room. Jess is also staying in here with me. That's Sarah's stuff, she stayed for one night. And then I get my own little ensuite in here, which is super nice to have. And then coming back through here, we've got Joya's room, super cute. Separate bathroom, and my mum's room. Okay, so we just got back from Woolies and I'm gonna show you guys a little grocery haul. It was super exciting. There's so many things in Aussie that we don't have in New Zealand that I've wanted to try, so I'm gonna show you everything that we got. First up, we're super excited about the YoPro and particularly this flavor, the salted caramel, and the Chobani flips. We did have one today and they were so good. So we got banoffee, key lime, and Joya got cookies and cream. I had the caramel one today and it was unreal. We got the high protein, low carb wraps, burger thins. We don't have these in New Zealand. I'm so excited. Normal oats, corn thins, crumpets, tuna. I got regular rice cups, bananas for my oats, some just extra veggies and stuff for the burgers, the reduced sugar barbecue sauce. Picked up this Nando's seasoning, which I'm excited for. Diet Solo for Joya. And I wanted to try the Diet Right because we also don't have that in New Zealand. Cheese, peas, pumpkin, all the standard stuff. The pita's light and creamy. I'm really excited about. My coach actually programs this for me all the time and we don't have it. So now I can finally stick to my meal plan. I got low-fat beef mince, turkey breast steaks, another thing that's like impossible to get in New Zealand and it's so cheap here, what the hell. And also some pulled barbecue pork because yum. And then we also picked up these Oxy Shred energy drinks from ASN Sports Nutrition.